Hello, YouTube world. Today I want to talk to you about happiness. What is the meaning of happiness? This was a question I found myself asking myself, and it was interesting because I went I went through a recent rejection from a job, and that made me realize that I need to look inward. I need to stop. I need to focus. I need to realign from the inside out. And that was something that has taken about a month's time. 1 month. What can 1 month do for you? So I'm here talking about happiness. And the question I asked myself was, am I chasing my own tail? I mean, do I have everything I need and want? Then what is causing me to chase happiness, thinking that that might be happiness? It's like the dog chasing its tail, thinking that that's happiness, but it's not. And I realized I have everything in me. And that's why I am here live talking to you about this. So, I want to ask you questions and talk to you about breaking down what happiness is. That's the reason why I have captioned this as, stop chasing happiness unless you have defined it. What is the definition? Everyone says, hey, I want to be happy. I want to be happy. What is happiness? And happiness means different things to different people. And what does happiness mean to you? So it's important to have that clarity for yourself. So, what are the questions you can ask yourself? So, do you have everything you need right now in order for you to be happy? Do you have a roof over your head, food in your belly, and clothes on your back? It's number one. You have the basic requirements. Do you have someone to love and to hold? To someone you belong and someone belonging to you? Someone that loves you for who you are, with whom you feel completely at peace and safe. Do you have that person in your life? Whether it's a friend or it's your wife or husband, maybe even your child or children. Do you have someone in your life? Lastly, do you have something that you aspire to every single day? Do you have something that helps you get out of bed and helps you ask yourself and bring that happiness in your life? Something that inspires you, something that keeps you going and believing in yourself and hoping for a better world, your own world, improving your own life, expansion. What is that for you? Do you have something like that going for yourself that you look forward to. So, this is something you need to take time to get clarity on. This is what happiness, so breaking down. Don't just say happiness unless you have defined it. What is happiness to you? So, different things bring us happiness at different times in our lives. So, happiness, I found, lies in the present moment and in the power of now. So, what is it that keeps you present? What is an activity that you love doing that helps you become present to yourself and bring your biggest gifts to the table, to whatever it is that you are doing? How can you serve your purpose? How can you be your best self so much that you completely lose yourself and you're not afraid to lose yourself in the process of doing that thing that you love? For example, when an artist paints, he or she becomes one with their work. When the music is playing, the dancer becomes one with the song. What is that which keeps you present? Because that is what is going to bring you maximum happiness. It's not going to be when you get your next job or the next person in your life, not after your next house or your next um, thing that you desire to buy, not material things. Yes, maybe a holiday, but once you don't have that anymore, are you going to still be happy? That's a question you want to ask yourself. So it's not like you want to depend on the external things constantly that keep you okay. So if I can't travel right now, COVID is going on, I can't travel, blah, blah, blah. Yes, people are traveling, but there's a lot of restrictions. So, yeah, you can't travel, but then what is it that you can do? And what is it that you are doing that is still helping you stay focused, stay present, stay active, stay in the present moment and find your happiness? Why am I sharing this with you? I had a recent rejection at a job, and it really made me question why I said yes to that job in the first place. And that rejection, that was saying yes to that job, was a rejection in a way which at that time I did not realize. So when I said yes to that job, I was um, rejecting my creativity. And I felt terrible. Nobody is supposed to like or enjoy rejection. You're human. We are human. We will hurt. When you are rejected, you will hurt. So it's not about getting over it, it's about understanding that what you learn from that. So what I learned from that is to go in the opposite direction and completely embrace my creativity. It took me time to get to that place. It took me about 2 weeks because I was very upset. And as much as I don't want to, I don't like wallowing in that emotion. It was impacting me in terms of my relationships. I was projecting in my relationships, all of that anger, sadness, bitterness, whatever it is that I was feeling. And I knew I did not want to do that. I struggle with that. So I wanted to stop that. And so I decided to pour myself into creating things. I'm all about creativity, creating things in your 3D world, third dimensional worlds. I love creating things with my hands, and that's exactly what I did. I continue to make things with my hands, maybe cooking. Also, something that I enjoy doing is making handmade jewelry, and dream catchers is something that have caught my fancy. And so far, I have made about five of those, and they just absolutely make me very happy. Creating things make me happy. And so I also love helping people create things in their life. I create. And so what I also started doing was embrace my writing. When I started embracing my writing, poems started coming to me. Um, Inspiration started coming to me. I kept on being creative. I kept getting new ideas, and I kept going on creating. I realized that that was something that was bringing me happiness. Now, why am I talking so much about happiness? And to understand why you need to define what happiness is. I'm someone who values my relationships a lot. My emotional well being is something I take very, very seriously. And my relationships bring me a lot of happiness. My close relationships are something that I absolutely treasure. And I want to be better, not for them, but for myself, to understand how I can bring more of me and more of love to the relationship. So, as I kept on pouring into myself through creativity, letting all of that creativity come out of me, I was embracing my creative gifts. And what happened in the process was I started to do things more and more out of love for my partner, my husband. This is something that I want you to understand. When you give to yourself, when you acknowledge yourself, you become a happier and a more fulfilled person. So you have to do the activities that help you acknowledge all of what you are and who you are. And remember who you are, because when you do that, you are more a more integrated person. You're a happier being who likes doing what they like doing and is more present to yourself. When you are more present to yourself, you will be able to be more present to other people in your life. That's the reason why you want to understand what it is that you are chasing. Is more money going to make you happy? Maybe temporarily. I was chasing that. I was working with a coach, and I kept on doing the things that he was asking me to do. And then it came to a point where I needed to find answers for myself. And so I chose to stay away from social media consciously. One of the reasons why I'm here is because I am consciously avoiding being on social media, because as an introvert, the type of person I am, I love people, but I cannot handle so much of social media. Being on social media can drain my energy. So, what is a better medium for me? For a person like me who has embraced and is highly creative, I realized that by writing I can express myself. So I am now more present on medium, and blogging is something that I do. That's my social media, that's my outlet, that's where I'm channeling my energy and doing things with my hands. And that's the reason why I want you to understand what it is that you are chasing. You may have many goals, you may have more things you want to accomplish, but do you have what you need? Do you already have the things that you aspire to have? For example, I would love to create things with my hands. Am I able to do that? Yes. I would love to continue to live like this, and when I am, even when I'm 50s or 60s or 70s or 80s, I would like to continue to live like that. Do I need to wait till I get to that age, or can I do that right now? Because that's what makes me happy. Creating things with my hands makes me happy. Exploring my gifts makes me happy. So, should I wait, or can what I have, do I have everything I want and need right now to make me that happy person and present person in my life? If I have that right now, then I don't have a reason to wait for it 10, 20, 30 years from now. I can just do that and be that. So it's like realizing that thing that I was chasing was something in the future, looking like it was near, but it wasn't. It's like I'm the dog that is chasing its tail, never able to catch it. Even though it looks like it's at a bite away, but it's still not possible. When I stop chasing, I realize I have everything I need. This is why I'm talking to you about happiness. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you have any questions with regards to finding what it is that makes you happy, and it's okay to not have clarity around that, let me help you. My email is in the notes. Get in touch with me. I would love to be able to talk to you. Bye for now.